Well, hey everyone, this is Godfrey and Chris. We're sitting outside our manse at the moment here. I want to give you a quick little building update, kind of what's happening, where we're at, what it's going to look like in the future as we get really excited to open up. Next week is going to be a little bit of a soft launch for us, with in 2 weeks time hoping to actually launch out and have people in our building. So we're really excited for that. Been excited to walk through this COVID crazy season that we've had. It's been difficult and it's been hard in some ways, but in other ways we've seen the Lord just do great things through it. It's pushed us to get our live stream up and running, so we've had that online every week. Lots of people joining in for that. We've had our market ministry, which again kind of got catapulted out into that as we've seen the need in our community. We've been feeding, we've been putting out around 80 to 90 meals every single week, every Friday, and that's been part of what we've been able to do so far with this building that the Lord has blessed us with. So we want to just give you a bit of an update on the path ahead and the road for our building. We are going to split this into, we're prayerfully considering splitting this into really 3 phases for what this building launch and development is going to look like. So right now we're in phase 1, phase 1 being, what do we need to just open the doors for it to be safe enough and practical enough that we can meet together as a church, do the ministries that we have right now well, and see the gospel continue to go out into Parry. So we're going to give you a little bit of a tour in the building, a bit of a walk around to just explain to you where we're at, some of the things that need to be finished for phase 1, and then some of the future plans as well.
All right, so here we are outside the church, and as most of you know, we own both of these properties. They're connected, kind of. Well, they will be connected one day. But something that we want to do out here is we want to do some more landscaping, and thank you to everyone that has been out doing all the yard work and everything else. We really appreciate that. It's been really great to see some of the things coming together, and really appreciate all the work that's being done. In the future, phase something, we will likely add to our parking lot here. As you can see, we can only kind of fit 2 vehicles in. There's 3 of us on staff, and then if we have people coming to visit us at the office, that doesn't really work out, and so there's parking spaces around, but we'd like to have a few more parking spaces here where we're not stepping in mud and stuff, and there's some work to be done there as well. Obviously, we want to give our church a little bit of a facelift, so painting will be a future project. Same with the painting on the offices as well. So there's a lot of things that will take place out here, but right now they're functioning, so we're going to leave them so that we can get into our building.
All right, so here we are inside 1 McMurray Street, built in 1888, so really old, lots of beauty. But
Created in 2020?
Yeah, lots of projects that have to happen as well. This is our lobby area, so as soon as you come into the building, this is where we're going to meet people, greet them, welcome them, have a coffee station, have greeters, and head on into the worship center or the bathrooms. But sticking in the lobby for right now, Chris, where are we at? What needs to happen for us to get finished phase 1 in here?
Yeah, so, with all the government restrictions, we actually don't have to do too much in here because we can't really do anything. And but eventually, we'll have a coffee station kind of over in the corner over here. And then there's a fireplace room there. We'd love to be able to put some furniture in there for you to go drink your coffee and even watch the service if you're a mom or something with a toddler and just need to get out of the service for a second or whatever that might look like. And then also we'll have a Harvest Kids check-in station, which again, we can't have Harvest Kids right now, so we're not worrying about that. And then some more furniture and seating and stuff out here, some signage on the walls. TV still has to go up. That will go up before we open, but those are a few things that need to take place. We're just finishing up the tile in our main entranceway here, so you can see some caution tape there. There's a little bit of work happening downstairs as well, but that's what needs to kind of happen in this area here. Here we are. This is just right out of the foyer here. You can see there'll be a sign that says washrooms, and you can come in, use the washroom. Right now we have 2 working, newly renovated washrooms. They're just singles, and the goal would be to add a universal family washroom right in here, and that's going to happen as soon as we can get to it. So if you're a plumber or you know how to build a washroom, just let me know.
And that's a significant cost for us, right? Because universal washrooms is you have to have door openers, automatic doors, handles to make this accessible for everybody. So we're working on this, but that's part of phase 1, and there's some money and resources that need to go in to make this very important room happen.
Yeah. Here we are in the worship center, and pretty much everything in here is done except for the things that we really need, like audio and video. so that you can hear the message and see the lyrics and sing along with me.
Pretty important.
And that, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's coming together, and we're almost there. We've got a little stack of chairs in the corner that will get set out. A lot of what you see here with the scaffolding and lights and tripods and everything has been for our online services. That'll all get moved, and we will reposition everything. So the online service will look a little bit different, but it'll still be a great experience for those that still need to worship with us online. Our stage got refaced with some stone. Thanks, Nate, for that. Mm-hmm. Thank you to all the volunteers that have helped make this room possible. It's been a lot of work. And yeah, we're got some wires hanging and that kind of thing, and we'll try to remove the scaffolding before we open.
Still have to mount your projectors? We
still have to put up our projectors and get the cables run to that and the signals sent to that and everything else. We will need to purchase some new projectors for that, but we have some older projectors that we're going to use to start with. But yeah, eventually we would like to upgrade those so that they work really well in this specific room. So that's something to think about as we move forward in phase 2, probably. Yeah, we're going to make everything work we can in phase 1, and then phase 2 we correct everything, right?
Yeah, love it. Praise the Lord. Excited to meet him.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
All right, here we are, just walking down through, this is kind of the back area. You'll probably never go back here, but it's something that we still have to finish. As you can see, here's a lot of our extra chairs, which we have far more than we'll ever need for this building probably, so we will determine what we can and can't keep.
So this is the steeple off the church?
Yeah,
steeple
the steeple.
Come in or come out this way.
Just kind of an emergency exit. That's what it will be. So we still have to finish off some carpeting in here, some paint, and put some lighting in here so that this dark hallway that I'm walking down now won't be dark anymore. This is also where our lift is, which you can't see probably because it's too dark, but it's right here. And so that allows us to get wheelchairs and that kind of thing downstairs to Harvest Kids, where we are right now. Yeah. So here's Harvest Kids. Right now it's set up for the market, so there's market stuff.
Some tables out
over here,
packaging and
tables out
and getting it delivered.
Yeah. We're making a pantry in this corner. That's where all the market fridge, freezer, and all the food and everything's going to go there. So that'll be out of the way for our Harvest Kids ministry when Harvest Kids does decide to start. What we are going to do, hopefully, before we can run Harvest Kids, is this will be an overflow area so that we can fit a few more people in the building. We'll have a live video feed from upstairs, right downstairs, kind of right here. We'll have some tables out, and this will be more of a family area, essentially.
Yep.
We'll have some tables out, some coloring and things for the kids to do. Yeah. So if you're bringing your kids, you might want to head downstairs. If you think you're brave enough to hold them in the service the entire time and socially distance away, go for it. We'd love to have you either way. So absolutely. This is Harvest Kids main area, pretty much ready to go. We do need a few things when Harvest Kids starts. We're looking at getting some of those rolling dividers. They're called acoustic dividers, and we need those because we don't have multiple rooms in our facility. We'll have to create rooms with those dividers, and so in the corners and around here, wherever, we'll put different rooms for different age groups and that kind of thing.
And that's a significant cost.
Significant cost, yes.
Something that we really value as we disciple our kids well. We want to be able to have those breakout times where it's, hey, 7 to 10-year-olds, let's talk about what you just heard, what the lesson was today. Maybe you have some questions that a 4-year-old wouldn't, and meet the 4-year-olds at their level and meet the 10-year-olds at that level. So super important, but super expensive. So
yeah, they're very expensive, and it will have to run our audio and video down here as well. But again, because of everything that's happened with COVID, it's kind of pushed it to phase 1.1. All right, moving into our kitchen. This is where the market has been taking place, and it's been pretty much the biggest, most used part of our building since we bought it.
Yeah, a lot of ministry and a lot of blessings flowing out of this kitchen in the last 3 months or so, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 80 to 90 meals every week prepped by our volunteers and donations, even from other people in the community, some of the food banks, but as well our benevolence fund, and thank you for giving to that. Some of our funds have been used to be able to bless people and feed people in this season, so it's been really great.
For sure. Thank you to all the volunteers that have helped out. It's been so neat to see so many people coming out and driving meals all over Parry Sound area.
And beyond.
And beyond, yes. All right, quickly moving down to the back of the building in the basement. Today, this is getting carpeted, and we're putting new lights in, and it'll be ready to go. So this is just basically a hallway right now that leads to 2 bathrooms that we can use down here in the lower level. Behind me right here is a temporary wall where we have storage right now for all the construction materials and that kind of thing that we're using. This will get busted out eventually, become a big open space for our older Harvest kids and for other things. It'll be a great youth ministry, just an area for meetings and different things like that, different groups. As I mentioned before, here's our fireplace room with a TV. We'd love to get some furniture in here, but for a temporary solution before we connect the 2 buildings from the office to the church, we have this little door over here, and that is actually where our nursery and toddler area will be when we're allowed to have nursery and toddlers. And you'll walk right through this door here, and we'll create a temporary rain shelter connection thing, or whatever that might look like. And then you'll walk through this door right here and into Harvest Kids Nursery Toddlers. Right, so we're walking into Nursery Toddlers. That connection that I was talking about will be in phase 2. And we're looking forward to getting our 2 buildings connected. But again, that's going to take some more funds, some more planning, and that kind of thing. But right now we're about almost ready to open this side of the building up. We just have to finish our kitchenette in here and put some flooring down. And so a place for washing toys, that kind of thing, and putting in a few things for the nursery and toddler kids.
Snacks.
Yeah, snacks. This will be a when we're able to get to it, again, another funding thing, another washroom. So the kids will, nursery and toddlers, they can just use the washroom right here. They don't have to go anywhere, which will be really amazing. And so these are the 2 little rooms. They're actually good size, and they're almost ready to go. Can't wait to have your kids here.
If you are coming to visit myself or Chris or Ange during the week, this is where you'll be coming. This is upstairs in the manse where we have our church offices. It was a 3-bedroom house. It's now 3 offices and a nursery downstairs. So we're currently in my office, and this is being painted and carpeted and set up fairly well. There's a few other things that we would like to do in here. A light fixture for one. We'd like to get some furniture in here, make it a little more welcoming and just accessible for people. We need to get a phone system in here as well to help us function a little bit better. But,
yeah, we've been using these spaces the longest, so about a year now, and which has been really great for us. As you can see, we've got a few other spaces in here. We created this space in here, which is, there's a powder room there, and then there'll be a kitchenette here, microwave, that kind of thing, and then our copy station right there. And then another office here, but it's mostly coming together. We have a few things that we need to do in here, but they're not pressing. So we're working with what we have, waiting for God to provide the rest. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, everyone. You can connect with us. We've created a web page for the whole building project. Gives you a little bit more details. We'll be updating that as we go on. And as like we said, we don't really know what phase 2 and 3 are going to look like yet, because we need to still move into our building and determine what kind of things will take priority and what maybe we thought was going to take priority isn't going to anymore. But so we're working through all that.
Yeah, and again, thank you. Hopefully this video is useful. Hopefully this webpage that you're watching it on is useful, and it gives you a bit of a vibe of where we're at, how the Lord has provided. We are just incredibly thankful from the day how we got the building to the generosity of the funds that we have received, and we're doing our best to just be wise with that and honor the Lord and pour those resources into the areas that we need to get up and running right now. But if you feel led to give, if you have any questions, we welcome those. If you want to talk to us or connect with us, would love to just give you some clarity on that. And yeah, we're just excited and looking forward to phase 1, get this building open, and let's do ministry and keep pouring the gospel out to Parry Sound, and let's see what phase 2 and phase 3 brings, and the ministries that the Lord will have for us and how our church is going to expand. It's a really exciting time.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much, everyone. We appreciate you all so much. We miss you all, and hope to see you soon.